Hello everyone, it's Lindsay, and I'm here today with an entry using the August Faith Art Box from Creative Retreat. This Faith Art Box is sold out as of this video, but the stamp set is still available, so I will link all of the products I use down below in the description bar, so check that out. Since it's unavailable, but you can still get the stamp sets, I wanted to kind of primarily use the stamp sets in today's entry since that's something you can still pick up. I will be stamping with VersaFine Onyx Black ink. Today, this ink does bleed through your page. I'm working on an unprepped page. I just deal with bleed through. I'm not too concerned about it, but you could use whatever your favorite waterproof ink is, or if you want to water or page prep, you can definitely do that. So I'm going to be doing a lot of stamp masking. I've done this quite a bit in the past before. So not a new technique that I've shown you. What I'm doing here is just stamping two of the flowers on some plain copy paper, and I'm going to cut those out here, and those are going to be my masks. And so this Bible is getting super full. I really fight with my stamping during this video. I have a brand new Bible off to the side of my desk. I'm just not quite ready to dive into it yet, but it is getting harder and harder to stamp. So what I did there is I stamped it, and then I hit it with my heat tool to make sure that ink is good and dry so I don't smear it. And then I'm going to place that mask over the top of it, and then I can go in with the surrounding flowers, and that way it kind of looks like everything's grouped together without intersecting. So I'm going to work on creating some little bunches. I love these floral pieces designed by Ellie. She's on our team here. There's just so many different ways to use these. I was so inspired by everybody else on the team. I was going to try to do something not using the flowers because that's what everybody's been doing, but I couldn't help it. They're so adorable. So definitely check out the stamp set if you haven't already. Today I'm working in Psalm chapter 91 verses 1 and 2. Those say, "He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will abide in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say to the Lord, my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust." And so I'm just going to do a kind of simple entry, just do some journaling. I'm going to show you a neat trick for coloring these in. I was trying to pull out some different things I haven't done in a while and show them to you. So before I do any more stamp layering, I'm going to go ahead and get my title here. It's going to say "Rest in the Lord." And there's just some great pieces in this stamp set. You can really get a lot of use out of it. And you can see here my stamping is not working, so I'm having to line it back up. I either have to stop stamping in this Bible or move into my new one. I haven't decided what to do yet. So here I have some alpha stamps. These I picked up from Michael's. They have a couple different designs. They're very inexpensive. I use these quite a bit. And I'm just going to stamp the phrase "in the," and then I'll stamp the word "Lord" underneath there. And so really not too difficult. Stamp masking may be a little bit intimidating, but try it out. It's not as hard as it sounds or looks, and it really is a great way to extend the use of some of your stamps and create some larger looking images with a small set like this. So, and I love how this page came out. So I went ahead and created another little bunch of flowers down there, and then I'm just taking a pen to fill in the leaves that I created and adding a little more detail to it. It's hard to hold back and not keep stamping. So I just wanted to keep building these up, but I try to keep it a little minimalistic. I don't know, it's still got pretty out there, but I think it'll work. So to color these in, I'm going to be using some watercolor pencils, and these ones in particular are from Adorn It. I will list them down below so you know what I'm talking about, but there's a couple different watercolor pencils you can use. I'm going to show you a very quick way to use these. So I've gone ahead and taken some packaging and sprayed some plain water on there, and then I'm going to dip my pencil into that water so that it's wet, and then take it to my page. Now again, these are a watercolor pencil. You could do this even with Inktense pencils or anything like that, as long as it's a water-soluble pencil. And so that water is activating the pigment on the pencil, and then I can paint or color in these images. And so I'm just going to bring that color until it starts to run dry. You can see it and kind of feel it once it's not as wet. So then I'll just go back and pick up some more water. and color these in. Super, super fast way to get color into these images, and it's very intense, very vibrant. These are great pencils anyways as far as being very vibrant, but even cheapy pencils, this really intensifies the color by doing it this way instead of coloring on the page dry first and then activating with water. One little tip is do not smear like I'm doing. I'm smearing my wet paint everywhere, so I'm kind of jumping around trying to streamline my colors. I'm dragging my hand through the color, so I did have to stop and dry a little bit. But so I'm just going to go ahead and continue to fill that in. And I just really love this idea of resting in the Lord and resting in the sense that I don't have to be anxious, even when things are difficult, even when things are hard, even when things we're going through are really bad. It's not to say that He's going to protect me from that. This is saying that no matter what, in the grand scheme of things, as long as I am a believer and have submitted my life to God, my soul and my eternity with Him is protected with Him. The devil can never, ever take that away from you. And so even when things are tough and bad and just unbelievably, you might be going through horrible things, you can rest in knowing that at the end of days, the end of time, you're protected under His wings forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. The devil can never take that away. He can mess with you and wreak havoc in your life, but he can't have you. And so this psalm will just go on to continue to talk a little bit more about that, but I think that's a really important reminder, and especially as Christians, it's not easy. Things are hard, and this isn't saying that things aren't going to be hard, but you can rest knowing that God's got you. You're safe with Him. So I went ahead and added some journaling and some reflection there, and then I'm going to take a few of the stickers from the sticker sheet. I love the colors. I love how this came out. Very, very, very vibrant. I've also gone ahead and pulled out some of the enamel dots. These are still available in the shop, so go check that out. I added a few of those to the page as well, and then the tab, and that is it. So if you have questions about the process or this passage, be sure to leave them down in the comments down below. Subscribe to this channel if you're not already subscribed, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And until next time, thank you so much. Bye-bye.